The United States Supreme Court has just issued an emergency decision that could fundamentally change firearm permit laws across the country. The Department of Justice isn't fighting it, they're backing it. 26 states have already lined up on one side of this legal battle. Permit-heavy states are scrambling on the other, and what happens next could completely rewrite how Americans exercise their Second Amendment rights. This is the most significant gun rights case since Bruen. And if you care about where this country is headed, now is the time to pay attention. If you want clear, no-nonsense breakdowns of major legal developments like this, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps support continued coverage and keeps more people informed as these cases unfold. Let's begin. Before we go any further, a quick note. This video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. We're discussing recent court rulings, legal challenges, and public policy debates surrounding the Second Amendment. Nothing in this video should be considered legal advice. Gun laws vary by state and can change quickly. If you have questions about your specific situation, always consult a qualified attorney and make sure you're following all applicable laws where you live. Section 1. How this case started. To understand why this case exploded the way it did, we have to go back to 2022. That's when the Supreme Court issued its landmark Bruen decision, making it clear that states could no longer hide behind may-issue permit systems. Those days were supposed to be over, but Hawaii looked at that decision and chose a different path. Section 2, the Hawaii permission flip. Hawaii didn't regulate carry, they inverted it. Under Hawaii's new rule, you could only carry on private property if the owner gave you explicit written permission ahead of time. No sign posted, you were automatically breaking the law. And Hawaii wasn't alone. California, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Massachusetts, they all watched Bruen land, nodded politely, and then drafted laws designed to get around it. They didn't eliminate permits, they reinforced them. They didn't expand carry, they squeezed it tighter. Section 3, why this law crossed the line. Between 2022 and 2024, these 5 states passed 47 new firearm restrictions, with Hawaii leading at 14 separate laws. Hawaii's version crossed a line even the Ninth Circuit struggled to defend. Their law made 99.8% of private property off limits unless explicit permission was proven. Gas stations, shopping malls, parking lots, all banned by default. This wasn't regulation, this was elimination. Section 4, the DOJ bombshell. The Department of Justice flipping sides in a gun rights case is almost unheard of. Usually, when a state builds a restrictive permit system, the DOJ defends it. But this time, something extraordinary happened. The DOJ told the Supreme Court that Hawaii's system wasn't defensible under Bruen. They said it wasn't about property rights. It was engineered to suffocate carry rights. The DOJ used the word pretextual 4 times. Then came the shock. The DOJ asked to argue on the side of the challengers. In 40 years, this has happened only 3 times. This was number 3. Section 5, 26 states enter the fight. 26 states joined the challengers. Not 2, not 5, 26. That's more than half the country. This wasn't symbolic support. This was a legal show of force. Section 6, the domino effect across America. This stopped being about Hawaii the moment the Supreme Court stepped in. Right now, 127 lawsuits sit in federal courts waiting. Judges delayed hearings. Lawyers paused filings. States bought time. That time is almost up. Section 7, the hidden money machine. Permit systems weren't just regulatory tools. They were revenue engines. Across permit-heavy states, governments collected over $200 million annually. Mandatory training programs generated hundreds of millions more. That entire ecosystem is collapsing. Section 8, law enforcement in legal limbo. Sheriffs, police chiefs, and prosecutors are caught in the middle. Many are refusing to enforce permit violations tied only to paperwork. Why? Because if these laws fall, every conviction becomes a civil rights lawsuit. Section 9, the bigger question. This case isn't just about guns. It's about who holds default power, the citizen or the state. The Supreme Court is about to answer that. So here's where we stand. A Supreme Court ready to redefine carry rights, states scrambling to rewrite their laws, and a permit system running out of time. If you want to stay ahead of this story and understand exactly how it affects your state, hit subscribe and turn on notifications now, because once this decision drops, everything changes. Thanks for watching.